the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the London BlackKnights. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Thunderbirds, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He was
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
yards to go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14. Room to run past midfield. Looking left side, he's got it complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
BlackKnights 6. Thunderbirds nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here on the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Toronto first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown!
Toronto.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
An extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So the drive there took 6 plays.
7. BlackKnights 6.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming out and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's 4th down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Thunderbirds 7, BlackKnights 6.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
For his wideout. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point attempt to come here. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10.
Thunderbirds 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. One hit?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. For 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Toronto.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Contact. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time.
Thunderbirds 17. BlackKnights 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
To kick the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
Thunderbirds 17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
To throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 4 yards.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Hounds who are out in front. The Hounds looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. The Desperados seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Jaguars locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
48 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
The throw right sideline here is complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's a fumble.
The running back, the ball carrier, fumbled on the play.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He may try and run for this. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Knights 27, Thunderbirds 20.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Another carry for
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And a Toronto.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
The quarterback on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going for a right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head. might have caused him to drop it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have once again taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route, ordinarily it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And they're on 24-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Back to throw. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
London about set to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run it here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So, plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.